In this video, I'll be going over how to add additional roles for an employee for either PBJ or non-PBJ related purposes, and then how to go ahead and make those changes on the time card or make the changes as their default roles going forward. So the first thing you're going to want to go ahead and do is if it isn't their default role, we're going to go ahead and go to Assign Labor Levels. We'll go ahead and look up the employee. So I'm going to go ahead here and pull up the employee I need. And then I'm going to go ahead and select the role I need them to have. So for this one, I'm just going to say administrator for the job. And then let's say they have another department need to add. You can and then go ahead and add that directly in for department as well. And then you have the PBJ job code and pay codes. So I'm going to pick administrator and already on exempt, so I can leave that alone. Once I've gone ahead and added these, I'm going to hit apply first. And then it's going to refresh, and I'm going to go back to the home page. Now that I'm back on the home page, this is where we can go ahead and do one of two steps. Either A, I can go ahead and change the default roles for this employee. So for example, if I am doing PBJ recording using labor levels, I can go ahead and make that, if that's their new role going forward, I can make that change in their profile. Or most likely, I can just go ahead and make that exact change on whichever punch I need. So for an example, I'm just going to use an existing punch right here. So the 12th. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and make a change for the 12th. So I'm going to add partial shift. I'm going to select the date. I'll select the time I want it to change, which I'll have it as 10 a.m. And I'm going to select transfer, which will allow me to switch the role at that exact time. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this to admin, and same with the PBJ roles, except it's the same. Go ahead and hit apply. And now you see there's another line item at 10 o'clock, which now switched the roles, and I can hit the magnifying glass to look at it. So it does say administrator now. And then if I wanted to go ahead and check the further ones for the day, it'll also have the new role. But then the first part of the day, where before I did the transfer, will have the old role. Now you can also just do this on the magnifying glass if you don't need to do it at a specific time. So for example, I can click on here, go ahead and hit change labor level, and then switch it from here. And now it'll go ahead and make that change as well. So if I click on this, I can now see it says administrator. One last thing to go over, like I mentioned previously, the two methods to making changes with this is, let's say they have a new role going forward. I can go ahead and make that change right here on their profile. So for example, I could switch the role to administrator. Their job title should automatically be updated from Prism, but these PBJ codes do not. Go ahead and hit apply. All right, that is all I have for you today, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Bye-bye.